Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy new week. Hope y'all had a restful weekend, busy weekend. No matter how you decided to spend it. I'm glad we all made it through until Monday. So let's see what do we have for this morning. Y'all, today in the morning we're gonna start talking. It shouldn't be this first talk, but I'm sorry, we have to. Let's talk about this. Talk about money. Talk about money, y'all. Guys, you see? Look at this money. Look at this. I hope you can see it. See this? See this dent? See this one? So y'all, I went to one of our institution, aka bank, a while ago, a few weeks ago, and I needed some cash. I went to withdraw because I needed some cash. I like to spend my money, the way I want, and anyhow, because I work hard, and I hope you do so. So sometimes I need some cash. It depends, okay? Because most of the time I do still go to big box grocery store, but sometimes I go to a local store, and it's very important. It's some of them, they don't have a lot of funding for those POS machine or anything. So the more cash you give them, it's really more helpful. So I had gone to the bank and I withdrew the money. And this bank, I know it's known to reject the money, because at one point I withdrew money from this bank, and I was going to I withdrew money. I think I need some coffee. I withdrew money from this bank to go deposit from this one that I'm talking about today. And guess what? What happened? I went to the ATM machine, and it would reject some currency. Don't ask me why, but I love my money. It did not look like it was bad, so I took them back. So, but on this particular day that I'm talking about, so I went there and I withdrew this money, and this came within all other paper that I had. Y'all, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna go give this to a vendor outside there. So I decided to deposit it back. To my surprise, guys, the machine refused this money. It rejected this currency. The same machine that gave me this currency, right away, it rejected this currency. So the branch was still open. So I told my daughter, I'm like, heck no, let's bring this inside. So we brought it inside. And guess what? Oh my God, I had to say this, but it feels like, I don't know. Guess what? They refused it. They didn't refuse it. The excuse was the fact that they don't deal with filthy cash at that particular time and on that day. Okay, so they don't deal with cash at the time. I remember she kind of, as long as you reject I can see you're rejecting my request, I already know that I'm not gonna do business with you. So I was already disappointed, but I did expect that. So she mentioned some days that they do cash. I like that. Yeah. Girls, friends, I love choices. Okay, so she told me, unfortunately, at that time they don't deal with cash, yada 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 yada. I was like, okay. whatever, I will come back next day. But mind, we are in the busy world this time. Everything is busy. There is no much time for everything. I don't know if it's me or everyone else, but if you can't realize why you're not getting everything done, it's because we all can't, and it has something to do with time. That's a topic for some day, for another day, or you will learn that from somebody else. I'm not an expert into that area. So let's talk about money. So y'all know that, whether we like it or not, digital money is coming. Excuse me, please. Digital money is coming. They are preparing us. They are planning us. And some of you, maybe you're already using it. So digital money is like somebody's controlling it. So technically, if I have my cash, I can go anywhere. But digital money, right now, the one you're using, for people who are into, you can still buy something. But there is a country somewhere around the world, because that's not my topic today, around the world, that you cannot obviously use it somewhere. You maybe cannot even get it. So they're preparing us to acquiesce, to submit to it. But we're gonna get there eventually. But it's always where the source of your money is coming. There will always be somebody who's going to be a victim of something that you cannot have a choice. In life, God created us with free will, but if you do follow different people, there is once one person who said that we no longer have that. We no longer have free will to choose. And unfortunately, the same money, they're the one who created it, because I'm sure there is God's money, and whatever digital money, they're the one who created it. But there is always a choice. So no matter what you do, always look for the choices. Which the lesser choices, the narrow ways, the unfamous one, is not going to be the favorite, but it's going to be a little bit safer, because not everything that's shiny is gold. We all know that. But also, when they say don't carry your eggs in the same basket, they mean it. So you shouldn't have only one source of income, which is hard to say right now, because the economy has been going drowning before everybody else, and we can't deny it. But for those who can always reinvest, try to look for different investment where you can place your eggs, because when we are in a digital, some source may make it harder and the other may make it easy. So excuse me. So the source of your income, the better choices you're going to get. But in everything, of course, a prayer. Put a prayer in there. Allow God to guide and direct you, because we're gonna need God. Gold and silver belong to Him. Money doesn't run out in the kingdom of the Father, the same way as money doesn't run out in the kingdom of the darkness here on this planet. We know that, we cannot deny it, but we know the end. The end is not always surprising. That's why we see all our brothers, father figures we looked up to, we hoped for our children to become one time, or maybe even us. They are not the people we can stand there and be like, this is my role model. So, and again, that's not my area of that's not my area of talking point. I would leave it to somebody else. But we know that there is so many people we thought we could look up to, and unfortunately they are not whom we thought they were. So yeah, so now that the bank have challenged me, y'all, I'm gonna go at a good time, to go inside. I'm sure I think Monday they might deal with cash money, but I may go with my agenda and write down the days that they deal with money, and I'll be going on those days. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes, and I am not um competing with the bank. Oh, try to play this game. I don't have time. I have a lot in my arms, and but like sometimes you need to look at those choices. There is a reason why, I may enjoy a digital thing, if I go for big grocery haul. I obviously, like, I may not even remember to go carry cash. But by me feeling like I can always go to the inside, to the teller, to get this cash, and somebody else may have the same idea, we may be able to keep one person. I didn't say 100, because you're all enjoying, you're all loving the idea of robot ARs and everything. That's what have been happening, because our sister brothers, cousins, and everybody else, they have lost their job. If you haven't noticed yet, you will eventually, when everybody is screaming to the top of their lungs, to the bottom of their lungs. So you will see. But if I do this and some others do that, we may keep one or two, and we may have the joy of using our cash once in a while. That's my hope. But I don't compete with something that I don't know. But I like choices. I don't know about you, but all I know, everything is possible with God. Doesn't matter what it comes our way, with God, everything is possible. So have a good day. Stay positive and prayerful. Stay loving, stay simple, because like I said earlier, not everything shiny is gold. So not everything that is being introduced to you is the best, or not everyone is giving you things is the right person. Always pray, learn to discern in spirit, seek God's guidance. We keep saying that. I mean, like, sometimes we all have fallen short, and we don't always make the right decision every day. But as much as you can remember, don't do it on your own. No. And it would help you so much. So I just dropped my little one at school and decided to stop somewhere, because my day is about to get busy, because I'm expecting to do this place. Good enough, I still have the receipt, but I want to see their look, if they're gonna refuse this or not. That would be a disappointment. I wouldn't do anything, but it will be a lesson learned. I'm a peaceful person. I'm a woman of peace, so I trust in the Lord. But it's not fair. It's not fair, because I know that they may have been somebody, maybe this $20 was all this person was going to depend on that evening, that day. But for some reason, it would not have happened. I thank God that I had other means or other currency. However, if you know what is awaiting for us ahead, you may be thanking God even more than you do right now, because God he even time respect God. Time works for God. He can shorten it, he can slow it, or can do whatever it takes to save his children. So it may be you or me. God is still doing so many things so we can survive. Other than that, the survival rate for us on this world kingdom is not as we think it should be. But we are so grateful, and we will work hard, and we will praise the Lord. So all glory to God, who wakes us up every morning and keep us safe and protected. Have a beautiful day. Talk to you any minute from now.